to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Liberty Flames offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gets the back moving, looking for a man. It's Vasco. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Blue. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Flames send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Sam Houston State's offense will have its first possession of the game. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Pulls it in, it's Black. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Caught near the sticks, it's Reed. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Sam Houston!
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game airing it out.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Flames are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Got a man, it's Person. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
And the Flames will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Fires left. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Black. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. pulls and fires complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First and goal, Sam Houston.
They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Vasco. Grab behind the line, it's Dickens.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Sam Houston, 21, Liberty, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Jenkins. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Second down coming up.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Flames! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here's a heat. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there and take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. The defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Catch in the middle, it's Dickens. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Flames will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good